It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey there, and thank you for joining us on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. This NBA season didn't take long to get interesting, but these two gentlemen have always captured our interest. Say hello to Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Hello, Kenny.
Hey, how are you?
Hello, Shaq. Tonight, it'll be the Philadelphia 76ers going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Checking out Cleveland. They've been on top of their game from the opening tip of the new season. Each time out, they seem to be refining their approach and getting more confident as a unit. They've got to feel good about how things are starting to take shape. And the clock ticking down to tip off. Kenny, you won 2 championships, might I remind you, back to back. Explain to us the makeup of a champion.
Well,
and not the makeup you're wearing right now.
I never
but
wear
the makeup of a championship team.
However, number one is the belief. You have to believe and trust in your teammates. Trust is the most important thing. And most people think trust comes from on the offensive end, but it's trust on the defensive end. Meaning, Ernie, if I'm going to send you baseline, I said that's the game plan. I have to trust that my teammate's going to be there. And I'm going to do it regardless if he misses his assignment 1 or 2 times. That's the trust you have to have.
Ernie, you know why I like drinking Shaq Fu Punch?
Why?
Because it's about finding the right mix. So in basketball terms, it's about coaches, star role players. Everything has to be working together. That's why these guys can be great.
I can't believe that you just promoted one of your products into discussion of what it takes to become a champion in the NBA.
I wasn't really promoting. I was just giving you a Shaqnology.
That's his 12th promotion. I'm going to start promoting things.
I'm not promoting the Shaqnologies. You know what? I won't say nothing else about myself or any product I'm endorsing. Man up, you two.
Here's Kevin Harlan.
It's the home of the 76ers here in Philadelphia as 2K Sports brings you today's action live from the Wells Fargo Center. And as we start the weekend here on this Friday night, 2K Sports welcoming you to NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan to call the game with our analysts Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Coming in off the road, the 76ers are back in Philadelphia for this game. It has not been a dramatic change this season to the performance last year in terms of the record, guys. Every game, though, a chance to get better as a team.
And for Philadelphia, there's been such a different feel to them this season. The confidence that was completely absent from last year's squad is back, and they pulled themselves here into contention.
Yeah, and it's time to think about making an even bigger jump forward. This is a franchise. Clearly headed in the right direction.
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Luck Hugh out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Morrow in at the 3. Okafor with the steal.
Oh, my God.
Drew gets the bucket. Drew's got the opening field goal of the game for the 76ers. Now Irving. A 26-point game for him in the win against New York. Kicks it to Love. It's rebounded by McLemore.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Here's Drew. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Pistons in Detroit. 6 on the shot clock. He feeds it to Okafor. Now here's McLemore outside. Varejao comes up with the rebound. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. And Moon kicks to Irving. It's a pick by Love. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
Guys, he's got the length to get to the rim, and when he gets there, you never see a clumsy or awkward finish out of him. Everything is smooth and fluid.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
The 76ers shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
And that just has to improve, guys. I mean, the free throw shooting is something that has to get better. You're immediately putting yourself at a disadvantage when you shoot that poorly from the line.
And he's good on the second. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Picked by Verejao. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Oh, that's a close call there on the illegal screen.
But I'd go along with it, Greg. I mean, it didn't look like his feet were set to me.
Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Anderson Verejao. 76ers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
I was able to catch up with the head coach for Philadelphia. He said that the key to the game will be how well they defend Kyrie Irving, adding he's shown himself to be one of the premier point guards in the game already. Whether it's passing, shooting, or penetrating, we need our guys in the backcourt to really get up into him, and our bigs need to be ready to bring help. Guys, you can bet that Irving will be their focus defensively.
All right, Doris, and here are the 76ers now. Following the miss by Freak. Okafor inside. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Love with the screen for Irving. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. A chance here now for a three-point play.
And I love the tenacity, guys. He simply can will his way into games at times and exert his presence.
That free throw good from Kyrie Irving. Looking at Philadelphia, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Pistons in Detroit.
And one of the factors, Kevin, that really hurt them in that game, the lack of success at the foul line. We all know how much those free throw woes can cost you.
And it gave those opposing fans a boost every time another foul shot clanged off the rim. I mean, that's an easy way to get the home crowd in your grill.
Now here's Irving. Here's Moon. Drills the three-pointer. Moon's got his first 3 points of the game.
A lot of times in the first quarter, it will dictate how big a role a player has later on.
The pass to Henderson. Feeds to Okafor. 76ers moving the ball around. Covington's shot is off. For Cleveland, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Irving drives in. Morrow. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
And that one's good by Henderson.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today.
Now, here is Irving. The rebound by Drew. Here's Covington. It's rebounded by Cleveland. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game.
McLemore, no good. And Cleveland the other way now. Irving with it. From past the arc. And down it goes. Three-pointer falls in from Moon. Moon's got 6 points.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Here's Drew. He's covered by Irving. The second chance effort. And it's Okafor missing.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job. Great outside shooting fueling this run.
And the D is getting bombarded. They haven't been able to slow them down the least bit.
Here's Drew. He kicks to Covington. Lets the three fly. Love grabs the board. Love's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
Noel's checked in for Philadelphia. Reza comes in for Robert Covington. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Smith is checked in. And here are the Cavaliers now. 4-point game. Last time they met in Cleveland.
Yeah, and last time they faced off, really an easy win. They put together a pretty complete game, but their edge on the glass, for me, still stands out.
Yeah, I agree with you. The numbers shout loud and strong. I mean, a major edge for them clearing the backboards, and that was the difference on the scoreboard, too.
And the 76ers making a change here. Embiid's checked in. Shumpert is checked in for the Cavaliers. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists. And now let's take a look at the stats for Shumpert. Last season's performance for him, he was around 9 points, 3 rebounds. And he can play some valuable minutes on the wing for this team.
Yeah, and you know, when he's hot, it's really quite nice to watch. I mean, when he's cold, you simply sit him down. I mean, save him for the next time.
Here's Moon. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Love. And another miss by Cleveland.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Really a good job recognizing the mismatch. Just going up for the shot with that huge height advantage on that possession.
Here's Moon. He had 16 points in the win against New York.
But what stood out for me was his gorgeous playmaking out there. I mean, over and over, he was finding his teammates in a great position to score.
Drew misses.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Now here's Love. A 14-point game for him in the win against New York.
Yeah, but he was also a force on the defensive side. 2 block shots and also altered a ton of shots.
The 76ers leading. Embiid gets to Ariza. Pass to Noel. Can't get it to go. And Cleveland will come the other way. J.R. Smith on the wing. Drills it from outside. Smith's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Philadelphia has gone just 1 of 4 from 3-point range here in the first. Embiid the screen. Here's Drew. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Philadelphia shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. First free throw is good. Jody Meeks, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Cleveland also making some changes. Cole Aldrich, he's checked in for Love. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Q. The 76ers trail by 7. And now brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Love and Varejao are up front. Irving is out there with Q. And it's Morrow in at the 3. Cleveland's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the 3-point shot tonight. Now here is Irving. High arcing shot. Okafor grabs the miss. The 76ers shooting just 28%. They are offensively out of whack and out of step with each other at this point.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. The Cavaliers have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. Free throw, good, Irving. And he makes both free throws.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Here's Drew. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. The Cavaliers leading by 9. Now Moon. It's a pick by Love. Moon passes to Varejao. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead.
Didn't have any problem knocking that one down. Another defensive lapse leading to 2 more.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Now here's McLemore. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Drew misses.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Knicks made a big difference. He picked up 16 points, and we saw him moving the ball around on offense as well as hauling in the rebounds. Safe to say he is out of his funk after a game like this. He'll try to keep up this pace now, guys.
Great job, Doris. Thank you, guys. It's going to be very interesting to see if he can stay in a role like that tonight.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes those hot streaks can last for days, and I'm sure they'll be feeding him the basketball, hoping he's still got that mojo working.
Well, they ought to. I mean, when you've got a thoroughbred like him, I think you've got to ride him for as long as he'll carry you.
The Cavaliers have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6. That's good from Irving.
Take a look at what Irving's done. He has 8 points, and he's managed to get 4 of his points by way of the free throw line.
And Clark, that might not make the highlight reel, but those are important points nonetheless.
Good. Covington's got 5 points in the quarter. While we have the time, let's take a look at last season's best transition teams. The Cavaliers.
Love to run. I mean, nobody did it better. They would get out in the lanes and push the ball even after makes.
And so here's Cleveland. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. The kick out to Irving. Picked by Varejao. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
That's a great job from the line this quarter.
The Cavaliers have shot 6 of 7 at the line.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
And it's something they know that if they improve, can really have a big impact on their success.
And he sinks the second. The 76ers trail by 10. I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, during that last break, I heard David Blatt as he addressed his team. He was intent on running the offense through Q. Coach has a lot of faith in him offensively and let his players know it, insisting that he be at the forefront of what they do at that end of the court from here on out. So, Kevin, change is already being made on the fly here in the second quarter.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Here's Irving. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. And Moon kicks to Irving. Down low. Cleveland moving it around. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Moon. They get the rebound. Varejao. Nice work on the boards. Paying off with the basket. Varejao's got 5 points now this quarter.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Misses the 3.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Moon dishes to Irving. Fires for three. That one's good. Just his third make. Brings him to 3 for 8 in this game.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
And McLemore kicks to Covington. Picked by Okafor. Here's Drew. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
He dishes it to Covington. Passes it to Okafor. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Moon. The Cavaliers leading by 11. The feed to Irving. Pass to Moon. Love against Okafor. Here's Moon. And that one is hammered home.
Boy, Kevin Love certainly is one of the best passing big men in the league.
76ers have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
McLemore, the pass to Okafor. Here's Drew, covered by Irving. Just 5 on the clock. From deep. Drew misses.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Inside, Covington. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
Cleveland's gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game.
Move the ball.
Picked by Varejao. Here's Moon. It's blocked. Here's Covington. He's got 12. Now the pass to Drew. They set the screen. The dish now to Okafor. Kicks to Henderson. 4-3, Covington. The Cavaliers pull it in. Varejao's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Moon with it. He's got 11. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Well, it's been a good game tonight for Q. He has 11 points, and he's drained 3 three-point bombs so far.
Don't stop. Don't hesitate. Keep firing from out there when the shot's falling like this.
And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. Then for the Cavaliers, Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Varejao. Smith comes in for Anthony Moore. All right. And it's Amon Shumpert in for Irving. And Embiid throws it down.
Whoa. That'll wake you up. My goodness.
Is he an athlete or what?
No doubt about it. It's almost as if he lives in the air, and dunks like that have become quite commonplace. And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Looking here at some numbers for Smith, how he did last season. In three-point field goal percentage and a great touch around the rim. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
And, you know, going back to what you said, he was runner-up in three-point accuracy last season because no one could get him out of his rhythm.
Now here's Embiid to the paint. Leaves the dishes to Noel. And here is Marshall. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
That's his first personal foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
Looking back to last season, he was at about 73%.
That's good for Marshall. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. And Embiid throws it down.
A little breakdown there, letting them get that rebound. You can't allow that to happen.
It's a pick by Love, and Moon kicks to Shumpert. The screen from Thompson, and it's Shumpert penetrating. The shot no good.
Hey, I like creativity and a circus finish as much as anybody. But you better be sure you got a chance to make it.
Now, here's Marshall. D right on him. And the foul called on Freak. That's his third foul of the game. And so here is Philadelphia. Down low. Ariza no luck.
Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
Love with the bucket.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
Embiid the screen. Meeks inside the three-point line. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Love's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. It's a pick by Love. Outside jumper. Back to Smith. And it's good. Fought through contact. It's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Cole Aldrich. He's checked in for the Cavaliers. The Cavaliers have gone 7 of 11 from the line. Here's Marshall. Noel sets a screen for Marshall to the middle. And it's Noel missing.
That's what we call good defense in the paint. Worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket.
Moon with it. He's guarded by Meeks. Moon passes to Thompson. And that one is hammered home.
And the big lead becomes bigger. They are playing with purpose here tonight, guys.
And they're doing it at both ends of the floor. I mean, that's what you like to see. They've been controlling the action from both ends of the court.
Now, here's Marshall. To the inside. Here's Embiid. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And the free throw, no good. Outside jumper. They set the pick. Smith kicks to Aldrich. Embiid with the steal. Dishes it to Marshall. Embiid with a screen on Shumpert. Over in the corner, Meeks. He feeds it to Embiid. 76ers moving the ball around. With the second effort. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. Here's Noel. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Here's Marshall. Feeds it to Noel. And Aldrich sends it back.
He just has lost the feel in terms of scoring here in the second quarter. I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Here's Moon. He's guarded by Meeks. Moon dishes to Thompson. On the wing, Shumpert. Clock at 6. Moon passes to Aldrich. And it's Meeks with the rebound. The 76ers trail by 13. Marshall with it. Now guarded by Shumpert. Noel, a screen on Shumpert. Pass to Ariza. He kicks it to Marshall. Embiid sets the pick for Marshall. Shot on the wing. Misses off the left iron. The Cavaliers leading by 13. Here's Moon. And another miss by Cleveland.
Boy, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that one.
Embiid sets the pick for Marshall. He dishes it to Noel. Passes it to Marshall. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Here's Moon. He's got 13. Smith right side. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. That'll do it for the first half. Cavaliers lead by 11. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports.
All right, men, we've done a good job in the first half of taking the momentum and being assertive with our style of play.
First things first, how about the job we've done in the paint offensively? It was men against boys down there. We've had our way with them. Our focus has to be operating as much as possible from the low block. But we did get a nice lift off the bench in that half. I might want to stay with some of those hot hands, so everybody be ready. And let's try to play the second half at a moderate pace. Not too slow, but not too fast that it turns into a shootout. That's not what we want.
And that's all I wanted to go over with you. Let's go play a good half of basketball.
Okay, Philadelphia, let's give a hand.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. We've got Robert Covington. McLemore is out there with Drew. Then there's Okafor, and it's Henderson in at the 4 spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Okafor, and the shot is long.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And that one's good. Love.
He got a little fancy with the fadeaway on that one.
The 76ers trail by 13. Drew passes to McLemore. The feed to Okafor. Pass to McLemore. From past the arc. But they get it back. Second chance shot. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Varejao.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
That one misses. Cleveland leading by 12. Irving kicks to Morrow. Irving attacking. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Irving's got 13.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Covington dishes to Henderson, and the rejection by Love. Shot clock at 6. Covington passes to Okafor, and McLemore kicks to Covington from the arc. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. It's time now to look at the NBA's toughest defensive teams from a season ago. Fourth, the 76ers.
I mean, they held opponents to so few points that it allowed them to win games even when their offense wasn't clicking.
It's a pick by Love. Irving kicks to Morrow. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Here's Drew. He's got 10. Here's Okafor. Got a hand on it. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Verija. Five to shoot. Okafor.
Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over, guys. He just cannot find the bottom of the basket.
There's the pass to Love. Morrow dishes to Irving. It's a pick by Love. Irving passes to Love. Another three for Cleveland.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Okay, Philadelphia, let's give a hand.
Well, let's take a look at where Philadelphia ended up rank-wise in the league last year. 4th in opponent field goal percentage, 4th in opponent points per game, and they made their way into the top 10 in second chance points. I mean, this is a team that really emphasized chasing down missed shots, and they did a pretty good job of it.
And you mentioned their ranking in terms of opponent field goal percentage. Such an important stat. They did not give up the easy looks. You really had to work for whatever you got. And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Cleveland leading by 16. Irving kicks to Love. Pick by Verija. To the middle. Here's Moon. Power down with both hands.
Such a strong finisher for a floor general.
He was up high, and he came down hard. Exquisitely done.
That's the uncanny ability he has, to find a teammate for an easy basket or get one himself.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
Irving attacking. Here's Love. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Well, a good game tonight from Love here. He has 9 rebounds, and he's also got 1 block to add to the mix today.
Yeah, and that's just a small part of what we've seen, but it's been a solid contribution defensively.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Kicks it to Covington. They double him with Love. Here's Henderson. It's deflected. Here's Irving. Here's Morrow. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Morrow's got 4 points in the quarter.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
They've really been on fire from beyond the arc tonight, too. I mean, a lot of their points have come from out there.
Now here's McLemore. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Irving drives in. Can't hit from in close. Philadelphia has gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Wide open. The shot is good off the backboard.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
The dish tomorrow. Here's Moon, guarded by McLemore. Irving drives in. Here's Morrow. The baseline jumper goes down. Morrow's got 6 here in this quarter.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Here's Drew. He's got 10. And McLemore kicks to Okafor. The second chance effort. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
And guys, you might remember that he was not at his best from the foul line in their last outing.
Well, you know, whenever he got to the line, he just couldn't find the target. But nights like that do happen, even to the best of them. You know, yeah, guys, last year was a rough one for him at the stripe. I mean, it's going to be hard for him not to improve on those numbers. They were that bad.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 15. Verajao setting the pick for Love. And it's Verajao penetrating, picked away. Here's Drew. Okafor, high post, shot from 12, and he gets it to go. Okafor's got 7.
He's obviously hit a bit of a dry spell here, only 1 of 5 this quarter.
Now Moon. It's stolen by McLemore. Here's Covington. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Smith checked in for Anthony Morrow. Now here's Love. 11 points in the game. Moon. That one's off. Still out of sync. Now here's McLemore. He's covered by Moon. Now here's McLemore. Picked by Okafor. Beyond the arc. Good on that shot. And with that, the Cavalier lead is cut down to 12 on the bucket from Drew.
And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from.
And then Henderson with the dunk.
There's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set up, and you can get some easy hoops that way.
And that steal made it possible. And if they can use a few more sequences just like that.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 15. Cleveland moving the ball around. Love with the screen on Okafor. Smith dishes to Love. Just 5 on the clock. And he gets it to go. Love's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And a nice spark for their offense here in the second half. Now above 50% for the game.
And, you know, guys, that kind of offensive efficiency really keeps a lot of pressure on the opponent, and that's part of why the lead is what it is. When it rains, it pours. Another jump shot tickles that twine.
And this is a thunderstorm because they got it flowing right now. They are putting on a nice run. And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
Now here is Verajao. He has 5. They grab their own miss, and that one's good. And that's 15 points for Love.
The tenacity on that interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Here's Covington, and he makes the 8-footer. Covington's got 22 points.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
And Moon slams it home.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
The 76ers trail by 14. Drew passes to Henderson. And McLemore kicks to Okafor. Now here's McLemore. He's covered by Moon.
And he's clearly been the best rebounder on the floor today.
And the numbers back it up, Greg. I mean, he's brought his hard hat and mean mentality to the glass with him today.
Now here is Smith. He's got 8, and the shot is good. Smith's got 10 points in the game.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
They double him with Love. Here's Henderson. Here's Okafor. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Here is the 2K leaderboard with the list of last season's top 3-point shooters. Kyrie Irving, number 1. Second is J.R. Smith.
What shooting we saw from them all season. I mean, I'd love to see these guys in a game of horse. They'd probably be draining shots from midcourt.
And that one misses.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Cole Aldrich. He's checked in for Verajao. Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Iman Shumpert in for Kyrie Irving. And he's good on the second. And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. 22 is their biggest lead. Their next game, playing at home, as the Nets come into town. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Moon. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. And Marshall kicks to Ariza. And taken away by Moon. Here's Thompson. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
There's been a change in this game compared to what we saw in the first half. I mean, he's scoring with a lot of confidence now.
1:41 left in the third quarter. The screen from Thompson. Here's Moon. And he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick. Moon's got 8 points here in this quarter.
The shot quality is very good here, and they're making most of them this half.
Yeah, converting at a really high level. The field goal percentage continues to creep upward.
Now, here's Marshall. Okafor with no one around. That ball. Great assist by Marshall. Marshall's got his 4th assist in this one. Moon with it. Shumpert in the corner. Down low. It's blocked. And here's Meeks. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Dishes to Okafor. Again, Okafor missing. The Cavaliers leading by 15. Moon with it. Guarded now by Marshall. 35 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Feeds it to Thompson. Shot clock at 5. Thompson sets the pick for Shumpert. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Now, here's Meeks. He's tightly guarded. He feeds it to Marshall. 11 feet away. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Cleveland ahead, up by 15. And do not go